Hi you guys, I am back and today I'm going to be sharing with you another passion of mine, which is sewing. So today I'm going to go over a bunch of the projects that I have lined up for this rest of this winter and this spring. I'm really excited to be getting into some of these projects. I've actually finished one already, so I will share all of those with you right now. So first things first, like I said, I just finished this blouse, maybe 2 weeks ago. This is the Anthea Blouse hack pattern. So Anna Allen is a pattern designer who I really love and just admire as a seamstress. And I have been trying to make this blouse probably since July of 2022. And this one was my third attempt to make it. Not because it's a super hard pattern, but because my mom brain was just so intense. I cut this out 2 times. I think actually 3 times, because I finally did a mock-up of it in just some muslin fabric and then cut it out in this fabric and managed to knock it out of the park, I think. Also, on this project, I did my first attempt at smocking. You probably won't see it. But anyway, there is some smocking detail on this sleeve that I'm super proud of. And it was very intimidating to get started, but once I started doing it, I think I've fallen in love. So I want to smock everything now. I have a project here that I'm planning on smocking. So this is just a blouse that I'm in love with and want to make a couple more of them, I will be honest. So the first one that I cut out of this blouse was in this fabric that I had been coveting for so long by Rifle Paper Co. And cut it out. You can see I got pretty far with it before I realized that where I was supposed to add 4 inches of extra fabric, I added 8 on accident because of mom brain. So cut it out way too large. I am finally starting to get the motivation to pick out the seams of this, fold it, cut it out again in the right size, and go for it all over again because I love the fabric so much. I don't want to waste it. And I don't want to use it on anything else. So I'm planning on making this blouse in this fabric all over again. And that's just what happens when you, are a seamstress. You still make mistakes, right? Even though I've been doing this for quite some time. But also you probably need to be well rested before you cut into your really beautiful fabric, right? I also plan on making this, again, I really like this top in linen. So I have some white linen and I'd love just a basic white top to wear with my jeans all spring and summer in this silhouette. Really love it. Another project I have kind of lined up is I got this from a thrift store the other day and it's just a curtain. And it's apparently got a lot of fuzzy stuff on it. Anyway, just a little yellow and white gingham curtain, probably about a yard here. So this won't be for me. I'm planning on using it for my little girl, maybe for her Easter dress or just a little tank top or something, or little summer dress. But because it's in this gingham again, which is really easy when you're doing hand smocking, I'll probably do some hand smocking elements on this fabric as well, which I think will be really cute for her. I also got this fabric at a thrift store recently, the same trip as that one, and this is just a really nice drape. I want to say it's like a rayon gauze, sort of. I don't know exactly, but it has a really good drape to it. There's a wrap dress I've been wanting to make for a while, and I have the pattern that I'm planning on using. This is M8036, and I want to make the view C with the buttons, but I'd like to place the buttons a little differently. I'm really inspired by Rouje, which is a French fashion line by Jean Damas, and she has a very classic dress in her collection that she comes out with every season, it seems like. It's called the Gabin dress. I don't know how you do that in French. Maybe it'd be like Gabin? I don't know. Anyway, it's also a wrap dress, but it's also always done in these kind of ditzy floral prints, and I just felt like this isn't a fabric that I would be naturally or normally drawn to, but I felt like it would be a really good fit for this style of dress that I'm always seeing and wishing I could emulate. So I do have a plan to make a dress out of this. I am currently sewing another dress. This is almost done. So I've used this New Look pattern, which is N6692. And I just use this as a jumping off point because I did make some adjustments for myself. I made a muslin toile first so that I can make sure that the fit was perfect, but almost done with this one. So used this quilting fabric that I really liked. It's just a cotton fabric. I really like wovens, but I don't necessarily like using quilting cotton on apparel for myself. I think it's fine for kids, but it's not my favorite for myself. But I did feel like it was going to suit this project really well. It's a square neckline and a little puff sleeve here. And then on the back, it's got some ruching or kind of elasticized smocking here to give it a really good fit around the bodice. Fully lined bodice, and then it's going to have a zipper on the side, and then I did a little ruffle on the bottom. When I finish this, I'll maybe try to get like a full body shot. But so far I'm feeling good about this. I think I've been working on it for so long that I'm like a little in it too much. So once I finish it and like put it in my closet for a week, I'll probably like it a little better. But overall, I like it. I feel good about it, and I'm excited to wear it when the weather warms up. So one of my absolute favorite, I go to them for all of my fashion inspiration, favorite companies, brands is Doen, and they are I guess California based. Their influence is very kind of 70s romantic vintage coastal California. So yeah, I just love them so much. And one of the skirts that they have that they really pushing right now is the Sebastiane skirt. And I was so lucky to go to a local, it's amazing. It's like a thrift store only for crafting, basically. It's very close to my house. And I picked up some really beautiful pieces of, I guess just remnants of petticoats, essentially. Oh, there's a stain right there. Well, I won't use that part. So this is some really beautiful pin tucked fabric here with some lace on the top, and then another remnant that I got was this right here. Another petticoat piece with lots of pin tucks and lace. And then I also was able to get this really beautiful vintagey nightie, and this one is long, and I plan on cutting it down and making this into a top, and then using the bottom of it incorporated with these pieces that I just showed you to make a vintage inspired petticoat skirt, Doen inspired. Well, this is not wrapping up well, but what I'm trying to say is their Sebastiane skirt is essentially a petticoat, and I'm going to make a petticoat out of all those pieces that I just showed you. And I think it'll be really pretty. I'll obviously have to line it with some sort of nice, fine cotton lining, but I think that'll be really fun to wear. Again, spring and summer, really looking forward to it. So yes, that is another sewing plan. That one I'm going to have to kind of wing it. But I think it'll be really fun. I'm excited to work with these antique and vintage fabrics. Okay. Another thrift store find. I love finding thrift store fabrics to repurpose, but this is actually a curtain that I could not resist, and I've had it for a while now. And it's probably kind of a synthetic blend, but I just think the fabric's so beautiful. And I do have a dress in mind that I wanted to do this with if I have enough of the fabric, sort of a mini dress. But if not, I think this would just make a really beautiful kind of midi length skirt with some buttons down the front. So I have a pattern here that I've been wanting to do for a while. I don't know if this fabric is going to be the perfect match. I haven't totally decided yet, but this is McCalls M8044, and it's a good midi skirt with some buttons on the side. And so I might combine this fabric with this pattern. You can let me know if you think that's a good idea. This pattern's kind of larger scale, so I think I'm just going to keep thinking about it and let it swirl in my brain, but I know that I want to do something with this finally. I've had it for a while, so yes, the time has come. The time is now. So I really am excited to use that. 2 more things now. Do you think I'm crazy? Do I have too much on my plate? Probably. I have this really beautiful, soft rose corduroy. And I have a crop top in mind that I think this would be really cute in, with buttons down the back. But I also just saw some trousers on Pinterest that I thought were really beautiful by Sebastiane. There were some pleated corduroy trousers in almost this exact color, so of course I was inspired. So if I have enough, I might do some trousers, but I definitely want to use this fabric. Probably not enough for trousers now that I'm looking at it, but maybe enough for a crop top for myself and maybe some cute shorts for my daughter or something like that, or a little jumper for her. So there's that. And last, this is not a apparel project. This is just, I guess more of a home project, but our camper, our pop-up camper, I really want to get it decked out and just beautiful for us to use this summer on all of the trips that we have planned. So I pulled all the cushions out of it I guess last week, and I'm planning on this. Actually is my next project. As soon as I'm done with that dress, I'm going to recover the back cushions for the dinette and for the little kind of like couch bed thing that's in there. So I got this canvas from Joann's. I think it's so cool and so pretty, and I just really love it. I had to go back for more as well to make sure I had enough. But I just think the repeat of the pattern is really beautiful and cool, and I'll probably do this as the backs and then maybe a faux leather or a darker brown or dark green canvas for the seats, and then Scotch guard it really well. So this is going to be my jumping off point for our pop-up camper, which I think would be a really fun project to document for this channel as well. I won't get into that too much here because this is not about that, but this sewing project will be a fun one as just like, I don't know, a way to get started on that and all those summer plans. Super excited. So yeah, that's what I have lined up. I'm trying to knock out all of this by like April. We'll see how much I get done. I try to sew like at least 10 minutes a day because I love it. It's very calming for my brain, and it's also something that gives me a lot of satisfaction. So yeah, lots of goals. We'll see what comes of it, but let me know. I hope you like my beautiful Anthea blouse. I'm so happy that I finally was able to accomplish this. And this is one that I cannot wait to wear out and about when it's finally warm again. All right. Thanks, you guys. I'll talk to you later.